Hey, so today I'm going to show you how to do a halo eye, an open halo eye. So there's different versions, but today I'm going to show you the open halo eye. It's very popular right now. A lot of people are looking to do it. So I did a makeup artist class the other day I had to go to, and they taught us how to do it. So I've been trying it out all week with different colors. They taught us with really dark colors. I found it made me look tired doing the dark. I think everyone's kind of different, but I like the lighter colors. So today I'm going to show you the lighter colors, but it's the same application, same techniques. Everything's pretty much the same. Just you can do it with any colors you really want. So I already have my foundation on. I've already done that. So I'm going to go in and prime my lids with I have it upside down, the Revlon eyelid primer. You can use any primer you have. This is just the one I have right now. And a big thing with primers is sometimes you put on too much product of the eye primer and it can make your shadow slide, so not last as long. So don't use too much. I just put a little bit in my ring fingers, and I'm going in with my finger here. I apologize for the lighting in advance. I tried my best with what I have right now. Hopefully one day I'll be able to upgrade my lighting. Okay, so I mean, you can do this with your fingers, whether you're doing it on yourself or if you do makeup and you have a client, you can do it with your fingers or with a brush. I just feel like it blends better in with your fingers. All right, so first things first, we are going to pick our transitions shade, which is going to be a medium shade, not too light, not too dark. I am going to take, let's see, what brush do I want to use? I'm going to take a fluffy kind of crease brush like this and just make sure there's nothing on it. And right now I'm using one of my favorite palettes. It's the CoverGirl True Naked Peach Punch that smells like peaches. I love this. So I'm going to go in, because I'm doing the lighter halo, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the lightest color here and this color here. So I'm just going to take some from here, some from here, and just make sure there's not too much on there. And we are just gonna apply this in the crease, right along, only in the crease, okay? So just like that, see? And it's hard to see, I have a window to the right of me, and I can't really change it. I was trying to think of how I could set up my makeup dresser thing so that you guys get better lighting, but I just can't. The layout of my room doesn't work. Okay, so just like that. So see, that's my transition color. So, and if you want, you can even blend it out if you think it's too much, because you don't want this to be too heavy of a color. Okay, so the next color you're gonna do is going to be your darkest color. So the transition was more of a medium. The next one is gonna be your dark color. So I am going to take, you wanna take a brush that, if I can find it, I have all my brushes like this, so I always have to search for them. You're gonna want to take a brush that's a little bit more compact. I'm trying to look for the one I want. Maybe I'll just use this one. Oh, this guy. Okay. So again, I used these colors the other day because I did the same look. So it has the same color on it, so it's okay. Please buy my brushes. They are quite old. I need to get some new brushes. But this one's one of my favorites. See, it's old, I know. So it's just compact. It's not like a fluffy brush. It's more compact. So now I'm going to take my medium shade. So in this palette, I'm going to take this kind of peachy color that's here as my medium shade. I'm going to pack that on. And now what I'm going to do, dropping everything. What I'm going to do is when I look in the mirror, where this color of my eye is the center, so that opening this way, up, aligning with my eye center, whatever it's called, I want that to be the light color. So I'm not putting my darkest color there. That's where the light color is. So the darkest color is gonna go on the outer corners and the inner corners, but only where, when you put your head straight ahead and look in the mirror, where the whites of your eyes are. So see where the whites of my eyes are? Right above is where I'm gonna put the dark. Right above is where I'm gonna put the dark, because where the darks of your eye, you're gonna leave that for the lightest color. So I'm gonna go into here and pack it in. I'm packing it in. So again, this is a light version. You can do this, so if you did this with like a more smoky or darker look, then you would do, this would be your dark color, what we're doing right now. So I'm just gonna pack it in, and don't worry if it starts kind of looking funny, because we're gonna be blending and we still have to put mascara and eyeliner and all that stuff on. So you might feel a little silly at first. So you're really, like, you're putting it from your lash line right to the crease is where you would stop. Lash line to the crease, leaving the center white. And I may have got it over a little bit, but that's okay. All right. So now what we're gonna do is you're gonna take a clean brush to blend the lines between your transition shade and that dark shade you just did. So here you don't want like heavy lines. I mean, this is a lighter color, so it's a bit easier. It's not as noticeable, but when you do it, or if you do it with a dark color, you'll really see the difference. So you want to make sure it's really blended well. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, and if you've gone a little bit over, don't worry too much, because we're gonna put the light on top, you know, because I've gone, especially on this eye, I think I've gone a little bit over the center. Don't worry. Okay, so now you're gonna pick your lightest shade. And your lightest shade, you want to be kind of like a shimmery color. Where's the brush that I just put that I wanted to use? Ah, here it is. I put it down. I knew I put it down. So you want it to be kind of like a shimmery color, because you want the halo to look like the light has hit your eye and it's drawn all the way up right into the eyebrow here, right? And so that's where we're gonna take it. We're literally taking it from your lash line at the center of your eye all the way up through the crease onto the brow bone right up here. But you, when you're doing it to yourself, or if you're doing it to a client, you really wanna make sure that you're looking dead on. So you might have to get them to open their eyes so you can see, okay, this is straight, because you wanna make sure it's straight. You don't want the highlight part to kind of go on an angle, like funny. You really want it straight. So the kind of brush I'm using, it's short, condensed bristles, okay? So see, and they're condensed this way. It's not fluffy at all, because we're gonna be packing in the color. The color I'm using, I think it was a limited edition L'Oreal. My package just broke. These packages, I swear, all the time, no matter what brand, they always break. Anyway, so it's broken. This is the Galaxy Lumiere holographic eyeshadow. It doesn't really have a color on it, so I don't know, but it's L'Oreal. So, and this is kind of like a yellow tone it has to it. It's actually really nice. So I'm gonna pick up the color from this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply it this way instead of going this way with the brush, because going this way you'll probably most likely get that crooked line. So this just helps us keep it straight. So I'm going to go like this from the lash line. And you can flip your brush when you need to. So once you draw on that straight line, and you look at it, I know right now it's not really blended, so see, you can really see it, right? I don't have my eyebrows on either. So now I know it's pretty straight. I can go in, you can pack on more. You can even go in with glitter. Like I have the Pixie glitter, like these kind of glitter, liquid glitters. If I want it, if I'm going out and I want it super crazy, super party-like, I can definitely add more to make it even more. So just make sure you're happy with how straight the line is and that it's centered to your eye. Now, one thing, I forgot to mention, we should be doing the same thing to the bottom lash. Okay, so I kind of messed that up there. So actually, before like you do the same thing to the other eye, which I should probably just do first. So let me complete that. See, kind of, this one's a bit more smudged out. Because I kind of, but we can always go back in and fix it. So before I go and do that, I'm just gonna grab a little angled brush, something like that. I don't even know this one, Revolution, no idea. So what you should be doing is, you know how we went in first with the transition shade right through the crease? So you should be taking that same transition shade and we should be mirroring it underneath. So I'm gonna go in and go right, because we did the whole thing right underneath. So I'm gonna take that color, go right in all the way underneath. That's fine. Then we did the darker shade just in the corners. So we're gonna take that, oh, I forgot that I mixed this. A little bit of the pink, the transition shade. I forgot I used 2 colors. Let's just mix that in there. Okay, then we're gonna take the darker shade that I used, which was this one here, and we're gonna go just like we did at the top, just in the outer corners and inner corners. So you're doing exactly the same thing. Outer and inner, okay? But not in the tear duct. You don't wanna put it in the tear duct. You can save that for a lighter color if you want more of a highlight there. Okay, and then same thing, because you did the light in the center, you are going to take this light shade and go just in the center at the bottom. Just in the center. Okay, there we go. So now I want to, I know I look so funny without mascara and all that stuff. What you could do is take a light color, not something like the L'Oreal one I used was more shimmery for the highlight down the center, but I would take like this one by itself is matte. There's no shimmer, just to go on the brow bone and kind of blend out anything here. There's no shimmer here. So I like color like that, or whatever you have that's matte. I wouldn't do shimmer to do the blend on the brow bone. I would just do a matte. I'm kind of just using the same brush. Kind of blend it all in, and if there's any lines, like you don't want to see too many lines. You want to have a smooth so the transition shade should be smooth. And if you feel like you got to go in more with the light color to make your line a little more even, do it. Okay. Perfect. So that is the eyeshadow application. It still looks funny just because I don't have anything else done. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go do my lashes, my eyebrows, the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like.